Good afternoon, LinkedIn. Steve coming at you here with another Fired Up Friday networking tip. Obviously a lot of people are quarantined and we're doing a lot of networking meetings these days on video platform, whether it be Zoom or Teams or whatever you happen to be using. I like Zoom personally. It's a great platform. Just a couple of tips, right? Number one, when you're talking to somebody, you want to look not at their face. Believe it or not, ideally you want to look at the camera, and here's why. When you're looking at their face, many times you might be looking, depending upon how your screen is set up, looking down or looking over, and it doesn't look like you're connecting with them. You're not giving them full eye contact. So the most important thing is to look at the camera. And yeah, you got to glance down every now and then, but because you really want to connect. That's the key here. When you're talking with somebody, whether it be in person or on video, you need to connect. And it's more vital now than ever before, if we're doing it electronically through video, to connect with them. The other thing you want to make sure is, how are you dressed? How are you presented? I'm fair today. I'd rather actually have a collared shirt, be a little bit better shaven, but at least not really scruffy, not really kind of a mess, right? Just take a look at yourself before you get on video. Make sure you look relatively presentable. Say to yourself, if I was to eventually do business with this person, would I want to do business with this person based upon how their appearance is, okay? The other thing you want to be conscious about is, how are you sounding? Do you sound rushed? Do you sound nervous? Be conscious of how your voice tones are. Maybe slow it down a little bit. The other thing that's really important as I'm connecting with people, and I got a really good compliment on a networking meeting I did today, and I'm not patting myself on the back, but I've worked out hard on this, and that is, make sure you've really thought about, and maybe even scripted out, if you will, your story. And what I mean is, don't read your story. That's not what I'm trying to say. I don't want you to be a robot or be a script, but to know your story, know what people would want to know about you, and versus some of the things that probably don't make sense to know about you, right? You want to connect with people, and telling your story, and maybe telling some vulnerable things about you, will really help people connect with you more, right? I like to mention I'm a shy, introverted kid from the Bronx. I like to mention that, at one point I was in the copier industry, and, kind of make a joke about that. No offense if you're in the copier industry. But there's different things that, you could say about yourself that kind of give people a better feel for who and what you're about, right? I like to get into some things about my background, martial arts, and, dad owned a liquor store, and I think the more you can connect with people on a deeper level, the more they'll want to do business with you, or want to really know you, and eventually build a business relationship. So those are some of my points. Be conscious of how you're looking, of where you're looking to, kind of how your appearance are, and just make sure that your message and who or what you represent and what you say is actually intriguing enough that people think, this person would be somebody I'd like to have a relationship with. Hope that helps. A little bit different this time around. Networking tip on making sure you connect really well with people in many different ways, and there's lots of good things you could do there, and there's plenty more. So, Steve coming at you here, Fired Up Friday. Have a great holiday weekend. Look forward to speaking to you guys next week. Take care.